Stanley. He agrees to pool his stock with yours so you may retain control of the Tribune.
Well, that's great, Gloria. Then we've nothing to fear. I'll call McDonald at once.
Stanley! Operator, give me the police. Hold up, Van Dorn, 19 Water Street. Come quickly.
Calling car 174. Calling car 174. Go to 9th and Water. Hey, hold up.
Step on it. Let's go. So we can get Stanfield out of the safe.
Van Dorn!
Get going, Badger, quick. Right there, go, Mobley.
Van Dorn! Van Dorn!
Stanley's locked in the vault.
Van Dorn!
Are you all right? The vault. They've beaten us. Did they get away with your Tribune stock?
No. The stock is safe. Thanks to Miss Grant, she called the police.
Miss Grant called the police?
Yes. Saved my life and probably yours, too. I was locked in the vault. That chemical ray you told me of just about burned up all the oxygen.
Miss Grant, I never doubt you again.
I don't blame you for doubting me. Knowing fault as you do.
We've given him a slip, Dorgan. Now we can go back and get Stanfield out of that vault and turn him over to Barnett.
Yeah? And walk into the hands of the police, huh? We'll report back to Barnett.
I'll have the vault repaired at once. But in the meantime, you'd better not keep your Tribune stocks here.
I have an idea, Stanley. Since Mr. McDonald is willing to pool his stock with yours in your fight to retain control of the Tribune, why not give him your proxy to vote your stock at the coming board meeting, in the event you're prevented from being there?
That's not a bad idea. But I'll be at the meeting just the same.
Oh, no, that would be suicide.
Don't you worry. There'll be no danger. I'll wear our Vanishing ray.
You'd better put it on at once.
Yes. And then we'll go to the Tribune and talk things over with McDonald.
Well, what about it? Did you find Stanfield?
No, we almost had him, and the girl telephoned the police, and we had to beat it.
Well, why did you let her know you were following her?
Well, we didn't know that...
Oh, come in, Cadwell, and close the door.
Well, Badger just told me what happened.
Well, what are we going to do about it?
The stockholders' meeting is only 2 days off.
You don't have to tell me. What I need is action. Get back to the others, Dorgan, and tell them to stand by for orders. Get McDonald, editor of the Tribune, on the phone. McDonald speaking. Mr. Barnett. What can I do for you? You say the stockholders' meeting is going to be held at your office instead of Cadwell's as heretofore? Oh, I see. A fire disrupted Cadwell's office. Well, Mr. Barnett, under the circumstances, if the other people are agreeable, of course I am too. Goodbye. Come in.
Busy, Mr. McDonald? Mr. Stanfield is here with me.
Mr. Stanfield, come right in. Hello, Stanfield. I was just thinking about you.
And I of you. That's why I'm here. You know, McDonald, there's a fight looming, a big fight at the coming stockholders' meeting. I'm anxious to know if you're really going to stand by me in the battle.
Stanfield, your father started this fight to break the powers of Barnett and his gang. He's not here now, but he left me to carry on. I'll stand by you and fight this thing to a finish.
Thanks, McDonald. That's all I wanted to know. Now, what do you think of this?
If Stanfield and McDonald pool their stock, they'll control the meeting and beat you. We've got to keep them apart, or prevent one of them attending the meeting.
Well, I'll see to it that Stanfield isn't at the meeting, or that I have a proxy to vote his shares.
Well, that ought to fix it. But to be safe, I'll work out another little scheme I have in mind.
And in the meantime, I'm going to have a talk with that girl. Then it's your plan to keep away from the board meeting and have me vote your proxy with my stocks?
Yes.
You can rely upon me and can disappear until after the board meeting so Barnett won't get a hold of you.
Well, I'll disappear. You can count on that.
Well, that's settled. Where's Stanfield?
Why, he took at your word and disappeared.
Well, he sure is a fast worker. Hello? Yes, hold the wire. For you, Gloria.
Yes. This is Miss Grant. Who? Oh. I'll be right over. It was a rather urgent personal call, Mr. McDonald, if you could spare me.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Thank you.
There's a young lady to see you, sir. She was here once before. She says you're expecting her.
Oh, yes. Send her in.
Yes, sir.
Oh, hello, Gloria.
You wanted to see me, Father?
Yes. Listen, I want you to help me instead of fighting me. What do you say, huh?
Why, nothing would make me happier, Father, than to work with you and help you.
Good. Then here's your chance. I want Stanley Stanfield's Tribune stock, and I want you to influence him to sell it to me.
Well, that's impossible.
Why impossible? Stanfield needs the money, and I'm willing to pay him his price.
Just why is the Tribune stock so important to you?
The Tribune is the only paper that is opposing me, hampering me.
But I, too, am opposing you, in the hope of reforming you.
You know what happens to those who oppose me.
Father, please don't threaten me. Of this I am certain. You will never get control of the Tribune.
Oh, no? Well, we'll see about that.
Yes, at the stockholders' meeting, you will see.
What do you mean by that?
Stanfield and McDonald will be at the meeting. They'll explain what I mean.
There you are. Now you're all set.
Now for the stockholders' meeting.
Just a minute. You're taking my electric torch and death ray. You may need them.
No thanks, Professor. You don't think I'm that bloodthirsty, do you?
All right, have it your own way. But I know what I'd do if I were in your place.
Come on, Gloria, let's get started.
I know what I'll do.
Good work, Dorgan. Keep a close watch on him. I'm sending Kent and the others over right away. Send Kent up here at once.
Now, wait here for me, Gloria. And keep the motor running. I may have to leave in a hurry.
Be careful, Stanley.
Don't worry. Oh, Kent, just a minute, please. Strange. I'm sure someone called. I have a feeling...
Well, you better get inside. Mr. Barnett is waiting for you.
It's darn funny. I'd have sworn someone called to me. Do you want to see me?
Oh, yes, Kent. Dorgan is holding McDonald over on Frisbee Island. Get Stroud and Badger and fly over there in the plane.
The plane? Where is it to pick us up?
In the field above Ocean Pier.
Flying always knocks me out, boss. Couldn't we take a motorboat?
Talk sense, will you? You know it's impossible to land a boat on Frisbee Island. And watch yourselves. I don't want any slip-up. We've got to keep McDonald a prisoner until after the board meeting.
All right. I'll get Stroud and Badger. They're waiting for me downstairs.
All right, and have Dorgan radio me the moment you arrive on the island.
Yes, sir. Jump out, Gloria. We'll take Kent's car and fool him.
What's happened?
I'll explain later. Come on.
Hey, down there.
That's Stanfield and the girl. They've got our car.
Take theirs. We'll follow them.
are you? What do you want?
Stanley, they're coming.
One of our shots must have hit him.
Put on the parachute. Don't crash. Jump.
What about you?
Never mind me. The chute won't carry double. Don't argue. Jump. Who are you? What do you want?
Stanley, they're coming.
Parachute.
One of our shots must have hit him.
Jump! That's the end of Stanfield.
Yeah, and the girl, too, which is not so good for us.
I'd better radio Barnett.
Yeah.
I can't raise the boss.
Well, Stanfield's wild driving must have wrecked the radio.
Hang on, Gloria. We'll make the plane wreck. It'll float us for a while.
We got to get to town and check with Barnett. How do you feel?
I'm all right.
Right.
Are you all right, Gloria? Look, there's someone coming. Help! Help!
Hey, look. It's like a plane over there. There's somebody in the water.
Help! Help!
They're still alive, whoever they are.
Let him stay there. It may be a federal agent. We can't take any chances with this stuff aboard.
Well, I ain't gonna let a guy in a Jane coat that way.
I think they're going to pick us up.
You're all right. You're all right. Come on. Come on. Come on. We'll give you a hand. Come on. Let's all together.
Well, we're certainly grateful to you, fellas. I wonder if you'd mind putting us on shore.
We'd like to know who you are and what you were doing in that plane.
Well, that's too long a story. My name's Stanfield. I'm an engineer, and I'm willing to pay you.
All right, the only reward we want is if you forget about seeing it. You get me?
I get you. I've forgotten already.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but my secretary is trying to get in touch with Mr. McDonald now. So until we either hear from him or it may be him now. Yeah.
I've just phoned the Tribune office again, Mr. Barnett, and they say they've had no word from Mr. McDonald.
You haven't been able to get in touch with him anyplace, huh? All right, Denny. Now, gentlemen, I'm sorry he hasn't had any success. So in the absence of both McDonald and Stanfield, the meeting will have to be postponed.
Certainly. Stanfield McDonald hold a controlling interest in Tribune shares. And as they're not here in person or by proxy, why...
Well, I shall endeavor to have their proxies at the adjourned meeting.
Well, I'll be seeing you later.
Thank you for coming over. I'm sorry, man, put you
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye. See you later. Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye. Well, it worked.
You're treading on thin ice, Barnett, holding a man like McDonald a prisoner.
So I had to do it. I was playing for time. But once I get control of the Tribune, I won't have to worry about McDonald nor anyone else.
To get to the nearest home, secure another plane, try to get to McDonald on the island.
But the meeting at Falls office will be over.
Yeah, that's true. We'll have to find Van Dorn, think of a way to rescue McDonald before they can force him to sell them his stock or give them his proxy. It's Van Dorn. Van Dorn!
Professor! Oh, an angel from heaven.
Van Dorn, I lost your vanishing ray in the ocean.
Don't worry. I have another at the laboratory.
Oh, you have? Well, what brought you here?
I followed you. That was a terrific crash. And a lucky escape.
I know.
Where were you going in that plane?
To Frisbee Island?
What for?
Barnett's men are holding McDonald prisoner there. Let's get to town. I'll tell you about it on the way.
Well, let's put dry clothes on before we do anything else.
Have you had any word from Dorgan about his prisoner?
Not yet, sir.
Well, get him on the radio. I'll wait. What are you doing here? Why aren't you with Dorgan?
Stanfield got our plane away from us. Headed for the island, but crashed in the sea.
Stanfield? Drowned? Was he alone?
No, sir. That girl was with him.
Oh, Gloria.
We couldn't help it, sir. Something went wrong with the plane, and they fell a half a mile offshore.
Get Dorgan. Tell him to blindfold McDonald and release him on the mainland.
What about the Tribune shares, sir?
Do as you're told.
Number 17. Calling 21. Number 17.
Chief's hit hard.
I wonder what this dame was to him.
Dorgan, on its orders. You're to...
Well, much as I hate to do it, we've got to secure a police airplane. Fly to the island and make them release McDonald.
You leave this to me. I have a way of making...
Yes, I know, Professor. I know your way, but we don't want to murder anybody.
Please don't call the police, Stanley. I'll go and talk with Father.
Galleys of Miss McDonald's disappearance.
Why, Mr. McDonald. Give the pledge. All right. We'll kill that story now.
But, Mr. McDonald...
Never mind. Get the Van Dorn lab on the phone.
I'm sorry, Gloria, but seeing your father's not going to do any good. I believe that McDonald's life is in danger at this very moment.
Hello? Yes? This is Van Dorn.
What's that?
It's McDonald. He wants to talk to you.
Yes, McDonald.
Let's not discuss it over the phone. Come to my office as soon as you can.
Well, yes. Yes, I'll start at once.
Where is he?
Is he safe?
Safe in his own office. Come on, Gloria, we must hurry.
Wait a minute. Oh, yes, you have the vanishing ray.
Oh, yes, but I won't need it.
Oh, you will always need it. And if I don't hear from you within an hour, I'll start looking for you.
All right, Professor. And don't let those crooks pay you another visit. They'd like to get their hands on that stock of mine. And
I'll be ready for them if they come. Perhaps a little added precaution.
Gloria insists upon trying to reason with her father.
I'm sorry to have to say this, Miss Grant, but I don't think you could influence your father for the better. Barnett is ruthless in his desire for power.
He realizes that with the Tribune's silence, he could rule the state from one end to the other.
Nevertheless, I'm going to try. That's what I'm in this fight for. To try to save him from himself.
Well, I'm not going to let you go alone.
Stanfield, don't you go. Once he gets his hands on you...
Oh, there's no danger of that. He won't even know I'm there.
What do you mean?
Wait a minute, I'll show you.
What? Stanfield. Where are you? What's happened?
Here I am. The Vanishing Ray. A device that Van Dorn and I are working on.
And you, a newspaper woman, overlooked a scoop like that.
It's not for publication, MacDonald. I want to keep it a secret. It's a powerful weapon with which to fight Barnett's crowd. You'll be the first to know about it when it's ready for the public. Now, I'll get my stock out of Van Dorn's safe and put it in the bank with yours.
Good idea.
Goodbye, MacDonald, and wish us luck.
Barnett's daughter.
Now, Mr. Crooks, 1 foot on that mat, and... Central, 7,000. Hello? MacDonald? Van Dorn speaking. Are Stanfield and Gloria there?
Why, no, they're not here. Stanfield and Miss Grant went to Barnett's office against my advice.
The young idiots. I warned them not to go there.
Well, this is lovely. He sent for me, now he won't see me.
Well, he hasn't seen anyone since Kent told him the girl was killed.
Is Mr. Barnett in?
Why, yes, miss. I'll announce you.
I'll announce myself.
Gloria, why, I thought that...
You thought that I was drowned? I haven't you to thank for the fact that I was not, Father.
I gave positive orders that you were not to be hurt. Oh, I'm glad you're safe. And I'll see that you're not endangered again. But as for Stanfield, who got you into all this...
Wait a minute, Father. I came to make terms of peace.
On Stanfield's account?
No, on yours.
I can take care of myself.
You can't. You defied the law too long. And in Stanley Stanfield, you've met a man with the determination and facilities to block every plot you make. Oh, Father, surely there must be left in you some trace of the man my mother married.
Oh, Gloria, I refuse to listen to you. Wait. I want to think.
Wonder how the girl's getting along with the boss.
Don't ask me. Get down and tell Stroud the girl's on the way.
All right. I'll see him. And if his terms are reasonable, why...
I'm afraid you won't think them so.
Laurie, I want to please you. And I may agree with him for your sake. When are you going to see him again?
Right away, Father. I'll hurry. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Come back here.
What, Stanley, what's wrong? Didn't you hear what he said?
Yes, I heard. And while he was saying it, he was sending a Morse code message to his men in the other room.
You mean that he's...
Yes, I'm sorry, dear. There are men downstairs waiting to follow you. Now, come on. There's a rear stairway here that leads us into the alley. We'll go that way.
Sure she's alive. Stanfield, too, most likely. Keep your eyes on the entrance. She'll lead us to him.
What are you fellas doing here? Why didn't you follow that girl?
Haven't seen her. She hasn't come out yet.
What do you mean you haven't seen her? She left the building 5 minutes ago.
We did not see her, and she hasn't left the building.
Where now, Stanley?
We're going to Van Dorn's and get my Tribune chairs and put them in the bank. McDonald advised.
Where's Stanfield?
I don't know.
Why, who are you? What do you want?
I want Stanfield.
He's not here.
Don't lie to me. Don't move. This ray destroys every living thing it touches. Unless you produce him in 5 minutes, in 5 minutes, you'll burn.
I tell you, Stanfield isn't here.
This ray destroys every living cell it contacts. Remember.
Place is like a tomb.
I'll turn on the light. Van Dorn always darkens it before he leaves.
He's certainly very cautious.
You can't blame him with a place like this. I'll take off the vanishing ray, and then I'll go in the vault and get those Tribune chairs.
If you can remember the intricate combinations.